Welcome or welcome back. Today we are going to be making a plant-based pot pie, a not chicken pot pie. It's basically a vegetable pot pie, but right here I am sautéing some onions because I am going to be making a onion, an onion cream of onion. That's what it is. Um, Here I have seasoned up my onions with like paprika, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, and now I am pouring in some milk. But to the onions, I also already added some flour and I've cooked that so that I can make a roux or so that we can turn this into a gravy or a cream of onion. As you can see, it is getting really thick. So from this point, I am definitely going to have to keep adding more liquid. I'm not going to add more coconut water at this time. I mean coconut milk, but I am going to add more water as we go until I get the right consistency. And right here you can see it look like it's trying to separate. Don't worry about that. It's going to come back together. You just have to keep stirring. As you can see, it's starting to get more creamy and it's getting a little thicker again. So I'm going to add a little bit more water. Make sure you get a full fat coconut milk and don't get coconut water because this is what's going to make it creamy along with the flour. As you can see, it's got liquidy again, but it's going to thicken up one more time. Here I'm going to do a taste test to see what I need to add. And it wasn't, I don't think I had like enough salt or whatever because I couldn't taste by the onions. But I'm going to add a not chicken bouillon. I don't know if you guys have Kroger grocery store where you are, but that's where I got this from. And it really helps with the flavor and the seasoning of some meals. So I'm just going to stir that in and let that melt. Now here's where I messed up at as far as this being a vegan dish. I like to add like a Lipton onion soup mix or any kind of onion soup mix to my dishes. And if I'm not mistaken, there is like a beef bouillon in here. So that would be not good as far as if you're trying to uh, be plant-based. But from this point on, I did not add Lipton or like any kind of soup mix. I'm actually gonna try to see from this point if I can find an onion soup mix that doesn't have it in there, or just recently I just made something that I made like a mock onion soup mix myself, and it actually came out pretty good. So I just start using the seasonings that's in it besides the bouillon because I already put the chicken bouillon in there. So it does work out. From this point, I'm gonna add some mixed vegetables. I think I end up adding around 3 bags. I know they're a little stuck together and frozen, but I'm just gonna keep adding water and keep mixing, and that it's gonna come apart as I keep stirring. And I was wondering if I was going to add anything else to this, and I did end up chopping up some potatoes to add to this just to make it like a little more hearty. And it turned out really good with the potatoes in there. So I'm going to let this get hot and cook a little bit longer and thicken up. And then I'm going to get a baking dish and pour it into there. And I'm going to get some crust. You can make your own crust, or you can find a crust that is made without butter, some kind of plant-based pastry or whatever to put on top, or you can just make it your own. You can put biscuits on top, but I just gave it a little more seasoning, a little more salt, and I'm going to put the I think I used a pie crust on top of here. And because it was a pie crust, it was round. I just had to fit it in here the best way I can. I'm not going to bore you guys with that. But this is how it looked before I put it in the oven. And of course I couldn't put an egg wash on here. I could have put a little bit of water on there, but it came out okay as far as the color. But the taste was delicious and it was creamy. It was good. And if you guys want to try this, I would definitely suggest that you do. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.